Oh yeah, here in Hendersonville, Tennessee. My name is Nick. Today's test drive, 1964 Chevy Chevelle Malibu. Now this car here, it's got the 350 under the hood. It's got power steering. It doesn't have a power brake option yet. I assume one day somebody will probably add that. Disc brakes all the way around, aftermarket set of wheels, black with the black interior, bucket seats. This one's also got the floor shifter and dual exhaust out the back. Pretty affordable price range for a Chevelle, that's for sure. Check out the 100 detailed pictures that are at maplemotors.com. Check out our financing and shipping options. We have those available, and be sure to hit subscribe. I'm doing a test drive going over flaws. You see the good, I'll show you the bad. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. All right, we're gonna take a look around the interior. We're gonna place bets on the horn. Do you think the horn works? We'll go ahead and show you the dash pad on top. Looks pretty good. I guess it's not a pad, but got the ashtray here. A little bit stiff. Engine temp, it's still pretty cold. Let's go ahead and start it up. Starts up easy, even cold. Face the CD players in the office. Oh, we might not have to stop and get gas today, but I'll probably do it anyways just to make sure we don't run out. I'll show you the mileage. Now, one thing on a classic, it's hard to stand behind mileage. You got to prove it first. How long did the odometer work? If it ever gave out, or if it even works at all right now. Either way, that's going to affect the mileage. Wipers. It's clicking, it's wanting to work, but it's not. So wipers do need some work. Turn signals, nice and bright, nice and bright. Blower motor. That's a stiff switch there, but it's not doing anything. Coming back up with it's definitely stiff. So yeah, blower motor needs work. Horn, did you place your bets? Getting ready to check it out. Interior here, pretty good. Got a bag full of goodies there. I use that bag to carry all my camera equipment and stuff that I need throughout this test drive. You can see what's in it in the description below. Horn. I actually thought this horn might work. I never try them before the video. All right, we're gonna give her a little bit of time. I want this temperature gauge to come up if it does work. So I'm gonna let it sit here and run for a second, and then I'll be back. We'll take off down the road. Well, I was looking around for some seatbelts, and we don't have any. So if you buy this and you want to add them, you'll have to, because they're not in here. All right, rolling up the window. A tint. It's a tint against the rubber here on the window, and you can see where it's rubbing. It's older tint anyways. I'd pull it all off. It's purple. So probably looked good at one time being a black car though, black interior. Now this one goes into gear fast. Tested my brakes before we leave here. Engine temperature did come up, so the gauge is working, and it's at 180 right now. It's perfect operating temp. The speedo looks like it's moving. Now another reason I say we can't stand behind mileage, if the speedo is off by 10 or 15 mile an hour, how many miles extra is that putting on your vehicle? How many less if it's the opposite? It's almost impossible with an old car. It really is. People say it all the time, original miles. I'm like, I could tell you a million reasons how it couldn't be. But we'll leave it to that. Here we go, guys. And that speedometer is fast. We're going about 30. It says we're going 40, so it's 10 off. Riding down the road here. Straight as an arrow. Actually tight steering. And our throttle. Kick down is not hooked up. I got her to the floor right now. Now, get into those brakes kind of hard. Brakes stop good. Back into our throttle. Back into our brakes. Now the brakes do have a little bit of a left pull. They are drums, so they could have a little dust on it. Might be grabbing over here for a second, just a little bit more than it is over there, causing it to pull. Best way to try to figure out is to ride the brakes for a second. So as you're riding down the road, just kind of touch them, clean off any of that dust, and try them again. Either way, they're stopping just fine. You'd have to compensate for it pulling. A little hesitation there, but I got into the throttle. It's actually pretty responsive. We don't have a mirror on the outside of that door. Tires rubbing up here in the front left too. This was a set of aftermarket wheels. Okay, so we're gonna get some outside shots after this, but right now I want to make sure to get some gas. It's dead on quarter tank here. So, what do you think? I'll bet it works. It's floating around. I'm gonna say when we put $20 in, it's gonna be over half a tank. But we'll see. I'll be back. Okay. We got some premium fuel for this ride here. 5.5 gallons. So I'm gonna say that gas gauge is gonna be over half a tank. Right here. It's like a newer cat. This spring's good. Let's go ahead and get in here and get her started back up. See how she starts now that she's warm. And guys, I'm doing these videos like I'm buying the car for myself, so this is all the stuff that I would look at. Here we go. And yeah, we're up. So we were below, right at and below a quarter tank. Now we're at half a tank. Gas gauge does work. Here's our temp gauge now. And it starts great. Let's roll. Okay guys, here we go. We're gonna head on back to the lot now. Got y'all on the camera here so I can see you. Waiting on some of this traffic here. Goodness. A lot of cars out right now. What time is it? Oh, 4:28. That's why. Back in some rush hour traffic is what we're experiencing. Here we go. All right, let's roll. You do got to manually turn off your turn signals on this one. The steering wheel's not perfectly straight, as you can see. So we can cut on our lights. I do like the lights on this one. There's the brights, they do work. I like the color of the headlights. It's like a white light, kind of like one of these passing right now. That was my light falling. I was using it to help out with the interior because it's starting to get dark. They're calling for a lot of rain. Ooh, a little tire rub. It's on this side over here. Nice little bump in the road. Suspension's decent on this one. I tell you what, this is a good driver. It's a good cruiser car. It's running smooth. Feels good going down the road. The only thing I see is a little bit oversized tires on the front there, which are rubbing. So if it was me, I'd either put some spring raisers in there for now until the tires wore out, or I'd go ahead and change it to a little bit smaller tire in the front. It wouldn't look exactly the same, but it's definitely going to drive better. That way when you get a little bit of a body roll, you don't experience that. It's not tearing anything up, but it's definitely not great for the tire. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pull into the lot here. Yeah, it's doing it every time too. Tire's just a little bit too big. Be sure to stick around to the end. Picking out the flaws is coming up next. You can also see 100 detailed pictures at maplemotors.com, and don't forget, hit subscribe and share this video, guys. I do appreciate it. Thanks. See you later. Here we go. So I've got the trunk open, I got the hood open, and we're gonna walk around looking for chips, scratches, rust, dents, Bondo. If it's there, you'll know about it. We do this with every car on the lot. it makes it a lot easier for y'all to make a purchase. That way you know everything before you get here. Again, I pick out the bad because you can see the good. Let's go. We'll start in the front here. So as I come up on the front end, looking at the lower chrome bumper, you see a little bit of pitting. Not bad. It's older to have a ding here. A little bit of overspray, it looks like. A little bit of pitting on top there. Aftermarket headlights, those actually look pretty good. It's like a white light. Spot there. Coming down this side. Little bubbles in the paint. At the bottom here, looks like we got a big touch-up mark. Scratch, they backed into something. Trim is in good shape. Little mark there. You got some little specks in the paint like that. Little spots around the trim that have been touched up. Looking at our front windshield, little chip there. Little overspray there. In here, you can see it come right off. Get that one off too. Might as well get this one. Yep. Door handle does not look bad. The tint, like I said, I'd take it off. Slight little bubbles here. It's like trash in the paint. You got some up here. That's chemical peel. See them little dots? Coming up on the back bumper, you got some pitting. Overspray here on the bottom. They painted the tailpipes gray. It's like a little crack here. Little spot there. Crack in this one too. Down in the trunk. Oh, this one's a leaky one. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's leaking right here, honestly. See how it's coming down in here and draining to the lower parts, right back out in that hole. With it having that hole there, it'd probably drain out and be dry by tomorrow. A little bit of surface rust in your package tray. Rust here that's been painted over. Oh, this side's wet too, so I'm just gonna flip this over. We'll have to dry it out when we get back. Been down with the trunk lid. A little bit of pitting. Slight bubbles. Chemical pills, what that is. It's where they didn't clean it up good enough before they painted it. It had a little bit of like silicone basically up underneath. Could be anything, WD-40. Spot there. Been down this side. Come off. Dent in the back here. Spot there in the paint. A little overspray on your trim. Pinstriping on the trim's not perfect. It's water or dirt. That's what that was. There's actual water up here. It's not bubbles or anything. Some water there too. Dirt. That right there looks a little thick. Same with around the trim and around the back window. Cracks in the seals. Mirror looks good. Rubber's gone right here. Light scratch on the windshield. All right, let's go ahead and check out that interior. Door panel. It's pretty good. A little bit of pitting up here around your vent window. Need a seal put in here. Probably get a seal kit for the whole car while you're at it. The back actually didn't look bad in the trunk, but it does need some spots fixed back there. Carpet's pretty clean. And that's your headliner. She's pretty clean. Let's put up some of my goodies here. Opens good. Again, this tint's messed up. Fitting. Same thing on this side. Ooh, these old books are coming apart. Look at it. The wind's doing it on. Good deal. Go ahead and listen to the motor real quick. Nice and quiet. Fan shroud be nice, but it's running perfect. It's staying cool. Little chips there on the edge. Oh, we're about to lose our O. Get back in there. Little chips on the edge. Dings up here in the front. Chips right there on the edge. Guys, we made it around the ride. I'm heading back to the lot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit subscribe and share. That's going to help me out. That is a huge benefit to my channel. And of course, I've got lots more to do. I'm going to keep on these test drives and I'll have more out to you every day. Thanks, guys. See you later.